6'7", number 22, Andrew Wiggins. 6'4", number 24, standing 6'5", number 14, Tyler Hero. Number 13, Adebayo. Your Miami Heat head coach is Eric Spoelstra. Your Miami Heat.
So a look at our starters for the Wizards. We've got Trae Young, also Johnson out there, Sarr out there with Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Riley in at the power forward position. And for the Heat, Tyler Hero is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Powell, then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
Now here's Coulibaly, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Rebound Washington. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
There was just no sense of urgency to hit the offensive glass. They have to be disappointed in the lack of second chance points.
Well, after getting hammered on the boards in that one, you'd expect them to make some adjustments. Let's see what they've got.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trae Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
The free throw drops for Johnson. Well, Grant, this is the third season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Washington. It's a three-point game. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
About a minute into this first quarter. Outside Young. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Back over to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Johnson. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Pass to Young. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, Trae Young can get work done inside as well.
The Heat have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Hero, and he drains the quick shot.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Here's Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Outside Adebayo. Wiggins outside, back to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
Young with it, guarded now by Mitchell. Johnson picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. All right, let's have a look at which team scored the most second chance points in the second half of the season. Fifth on the list, Miami.
Second half of the season, they've made a concerted effort to compete on the offensive glass, and you see it in the numbers.
Powell passes to Adebayo. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And Adebayo will not shy away from the physicality in this game. He actually welcomes the contact on his way to the rim.
Now here's Coulibaly, coming off a 12-point game.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Adebayo with it. Coulibaly defending. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And bouncing off defenders, Adebayo kept his eyes on the rim.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Riley. Outside Coulibaly. Here's Riley, hounded by Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Count that one.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
Now here's Powell. Adebayo in the post. Sar on him. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Sar. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Washington.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
That one drops. He ties it up. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
The Wizards have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Pass to Riley. The 3. They get it again. He's off on that one. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And scoring is not always his primary responsibility, but this has been Adebayo's night, and they will take it.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It's your Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at the Heat holding down the 6th spot right now in the middle of this conference. And of course the Wizards, well, they haven't had the season they wanted so far.
I think for the Heat, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Miami making a switch here. Bears checked in. Johnson inside. Powell covers. They grab their own miss. Miami leading by 4. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Coulibaly to halt the run. Washington again can't hit.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Outside Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Miami moving it around. Adebayo, no good. The Wizards trail by 4. Outside Koulibaly. Here's Sar. And finished off by Sar.
Every time I watch Sar, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Pass to Adebayo. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Back to Young. Pass to Sar. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Sar's got 6.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Outside Adebayo. And they double up Adebayo. Outside for Mitchell. Back to Adebayo. Clock at 6. All alone on the break. And that one's good. Koulibaly. And that makes it a tie ball game.
That's a really nice pass by Young. Now, his scoring gets most of the attention, but he is a fantastic playmaker.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now here's Johnson. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Johnson's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Pass to Ware, and here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Washington has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Young from long range gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for your defenses.
Miami going with an almost entire new group here. Jaquez is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Fontecchio comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Larson's checked in for Powell. And Yakichonis subbed in for Mitchell. Vukcevic, he's checked in for Washington. Champagnie comes in for Koulibaly. Here's Yakichonis, averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Jaquez. Fontecchio outside. Here's Larson. And again, no good by Miami. Washington has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Bam Adebayo.
Number 13, Bam Adebayo.
Heat trail by 3. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Gills checked in for Sar. Free throw's good, Adebayo. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
Now here's Fontecchio. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Washington trailing. Now Young. Pass to Vukcevic. Outside Johnson. To the paint. Here's Gill. Here's Champagny. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Here's Vukcevic. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adebayo's got 26.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Here's Young. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Now here's Adebayo. Defense is right there. From 9 feet out. Rebound Washington.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Miami has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Releases. Buries the jump shot. And that's now 28 points for Bam Adebayo.
That is smooth right there. Adebayo stretching the floor a little bit.
There's Young with the 3. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And Adebayo slams it in.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now here's Young. 7 points in the game. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, you know Trae Young is comfortable from well beyond the arc.
Over to the left wing. Miami moving it around. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's Young. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Ware. Heat leading by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's good. Adebayo's got 34.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
High post Young. He's got 10. There's the steal. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for the Heat. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. Had a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And how about the work they've done close to the rim? The ball is constantly being fed into the paint, and they're letting their guys go to work.
Miami leading by 5. We've got Kel'el Ware, Yakachonis out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Jaime Jaquez, and it's Larson in at the small forward position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Powell, it's good.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to Hardy, back to Carrington. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Larson. Ware the screen. Now here's Powell. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Pass to Vukcevic. To the wing, right side. The three, Hardy. He drops it from range.
3 points.
Hardy's got his first 3 points of the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Miami making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Closed it in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hardy. Lets the three fly. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside. It's Adebayo inside. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort, look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
Here's Champagny, hounded by Adebayo. Young from long range. Larson with a rebound. Heat leading by 8. Pass to Yakatonis. And here's Ware. Ware, the screen. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. And let's see what Washington has coming up. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
All right, Heat fans, get loud and show some love for your Heat Hype Squad.
And right now, let's take a look at the teams that do the best job protecting the rim. The Wizards, third.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Riley. Here's Vukcevic. This one for 3. They get the rebound. Coulibaly. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Now here's Adebayo. 20 points for him last game against Orlando.
And he was relentless with his on-ball defense, managing to pick up 4 steals.
The Wizards trail by 8. There's Young with the 3. Powell pulls it in. And it's Powell with the ball for the Heat. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years, and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Adebayo is doubled. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball. Southall.
Pass to Yakatonis. Adebayo against Young. 4 on the clock. And they double up Adebayo. Shoots over Young. Off the left rim and out.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Here's Adebayo. And there it is for him. Adebayo's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Young, the pass to Champagny. Here's Riley. Here's Champagny. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Young from long range. Rebound Miami. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
The issue in that one was simple. They didn't hit the glass. They got bullied and outworked.
Yeah, you know, it simply comes down to effort. They were out-willed, and that just can't happen.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Both teams will make substitutions. Wizards trail by 10. Young, the pass to Champagny. Back to Young. Washington moving the ball around. Pass to Sarr. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Champagny. Washington again can't hit.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Powell. Powell's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Riley. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. Riley's got 5 now.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Adebayo in the post. Showing the strength. Adebayo. Wizards trail by 11. Outside Coulibaly. Out left to the wing. Here's Riley. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Riley's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Champagny.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Fearless Trae Young.
Well, you gotta like how Young stays aggressive at all times, even when he's in the paint dealing with physical defense.
Here's Adebayo. Another one goes. Incredible.
Oh, my goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Pass to Riley. Up top, Young. He's guarded by Hero. Step back and squared up. He's got 14.
Yeah, that's just supreme confidence there from Young on that mid-range.
Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace him up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Powell surveying the D. Outside Adebayo. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Heat leading by 3. Oh, connects again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Pass to Champagny. Now here's Young. In attack mode, Trae Young.
I just love the ball.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's Adebayo, high post. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And it's in there. And the Heat lead by 5.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Here's Champagny. Here's Sarr. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Sarr's got 8.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Adebayo. Yet another bucket.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Here's Champagny. Launches a 3. Here's Coulibaly. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Adebayo up top. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game.
Adebayo's teammates encourage him to be aggressive down there. He's a very intelligent low-post scorer.
Now here's Young. 11 points for him last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Champagny. Champagny's got 4 rebounds now. Young from long range, getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
That is so tough to stop. Trae Young accelerates and then stops on a dime to knock down that jumper.
Here's Adebayo. And yes, another basket. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Young way outside. Rebound Miami. Powell's got 4 rebounds now. Adebayo against Coulibaly. Good! That's another bucket!
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long time.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improvement.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, B.A., but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
Looking at who's out there now for Miami. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Ware, and Mitchell subbed in for Powell. And Sarr drops them both. Miami leading by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Adebayo in the post. Sarr on him. And again!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. There's 21 seconds left to play in the second quarter. The kick out to Johnson. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Johnson's got 10 points.
And that's Young at his best. Attack, draw defenders, and kick it out.
The kick out to Wiggins. Outside Mitchell. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for the Heat. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We'll be right back after this word.
69.
Hello and welcome. And now something we should probably touch on, Bam Adebayo. What a first half from him.
Yeah, he's high point so far. You see the plays they're running for him? Featured through the half. I expect that to continue.
Yeah, same.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. On the court for Washington, they've got Johnson. He's out there with Trae Young. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Alexander Sarr. And it's Riley in at the 4 slot.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And it's Coulibaly missing. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They held a 12-point lead earlier. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now here's Johnson. And it's Washington with another.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
Outside Adebayo. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And Adebayo slams it in.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. Young from long range. It's hauled in by the Heat. Kyle's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Adebayo. Bam, hits a nice shot.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
The Wizards trail by 5. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Adebayo. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Coulibaly's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Johnson. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Adebayo in the post. Guarded by Sarr. Adebayo, no good.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
There's Young with the 3, and it's Miami with a rebound. Right wing. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Back to Adebayo. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Washington has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Young. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Heat with the lead. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league.
And what a moment it is for him and this fan base. Setting the scoring record for a game, he deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but yet it's his name at the top of the list. 5 on the clock. Here's Adebayo. Miami, no good that time either.
It's been a rough quarter for him, not efficient at all.
Powell against Coulibaly. Pass to Johnson. And he drives in. Oh, a special move before that shot. Johnson's got 18 points in the game.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Adebayo against Sarr. Again! What an avalanche!
And that's 70!
He is unconscious. Young from long range. Now pulls it in.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
Pass to Adebayo. Now Wiggins. Down low. Powell passes to Adebayo. And it's good! He hits another one!
What a game from him! 72 points!
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Make some noise, fans, for your Heat Wizards and crew.
Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter, and then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his 3rd foul so far.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Here's Sarr. 10 points for him. Left side Coulibaly. From deep, Johnson.
I mean, plastered on his man, and Hero making it difficult to move the ball.
And here's Mitchell. No made baskets yet. Here's Adebayo. Got it! Another basket!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
To the middle. Stolen by Sarr. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
Bears checked in for Hero. Here's Johnson. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And it's now just a 1-point Miami lead.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Adebayo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his 1st foul of the game. Champagny. He's checked in for Washington.
Checking in for the Wizards, number 9, Justin Champagny.
Powell passes to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Offensive board. Nice flush from Adebayo.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Yakachonis is checked in for Mitchell.
Now in the game, number 25, Kasparis Yakachonis.
Now here's Coulibaly. 12 points for him. Pass to Sarr. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Riley. He nails it, and we're tied. Riley's got 12 points in the game.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Now where? Guarded by Sarr. Back to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Wizards have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Back to Johnson. Pass to Sarr. For the lead. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one belongs to Wiggins.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
Can't get the first one. And the Heat making a change here. Jaquez is checked in. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
He does enough to give them the lead. Every point critical here with the game in the balance.
Right side Adebayo. Oh, another one falls.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know. Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
To the paint. The kick out to Adebayo. And another one.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He's surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961 and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from 3-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the 3 could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
So both teams changing it up here. That one's no good.
Well, he ties things up, but it would have been nice to come away with the lead there.
Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo's double. Now Smith. Fires from deep. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo. Smith's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Coulibaly. And he goes in for the dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And good! There's another!
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
And that score moves him into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rear view, he has only Wilt's 100 mark left. This is the closest anybody has ever come.
Has to wear. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
Iacochonis is checked in for Miami. Carrington, he's checked in for Washington. Here's Johnson. 22 points for him. Got it. Good job in the low post. Johnson's got 14 points here in the second half. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Shot from the mid-range. Pass to Adebayo. Here's where. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh my! What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Here's Johnson. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 26 points.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Outside Adebayo. Soft touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 1.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Carrington. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Champagny. Now Johnson. Uses the glass on the layup. And he's got 28 now.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Adebayo in the post. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
Here's Johnson. The layup off target. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Jaime Jaquez out there with Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Khalil Ware. And it's Larson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Powell with it. Jaquez with a screen on Young. Powell passes to Jaquez. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, if he gets an opportunity to throw one down, he is going to take it every time.
Washington trailing. There's Young with the 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 8 now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Carrington no good. Miami leading by 4. Inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Gill, pass to Champagny. Just 5 on the clock. Shot's good by Carrington.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. the Heat with some changes. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Ware. Tyler Hero comes in for Larson. And Yakachonis subbed in for Powell. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a three? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Another one falls. Amazing.
90 points. A legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Outside Young. Pass to Gill. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Carrington. And the three off target.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
From Tecchio, the pass to Adebayo. He got it again! Sensational!
He just knocked 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. There's Young with the three. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Jaquez. Down low. The kick out to Adebayo. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Deflected. Here's Champagny. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Washington again can't hit.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Rob. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Washington. Here's Champagny. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Assist from
Young's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Washington. Young looking around. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. And the Wizards making a change here.
Saul Watkins.
Heat leading by 5. Pass to Adebayo. The rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Young. Now Sarr. Here's Carrington. Offline with a three. Stolen by Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Sarr is playing with a lot of confidence, not questioning himself, just using his size to keep finding buckets.
Fontecchio outside. Pass to Adebayo. Fires for 3. Can't hit that one. The Wizards trail by 3. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
And he's got to be careful now. One more foul and his night is over.
Outside Johnson. And that one's good. Johnson's got 30 points.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Hero, no good. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Pass to Sarr. Here's Riley, and here's Young. He's guarded by Hero. Shot clock at 6. And here's Coulibaly to take the lead. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's. Now where? Adebayo is screen on Young. To the inside to win the cold spell.
Well, that's why you get Adebayo involved in screen and rolls. He really knows how to execute that.
And finished off by Sarr.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Pass to Adebayo. Ball stolen. Young against Hero. Now here's Johnson. To the paint. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Adebayo, a screen on Young. Down low. Another bucket! Wow!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Shots good by Sarr.
Yeah, in the lane there. I mean, that's easy money for Sarr.
Miami trailing. Pass to Ware. To the middle. Powell outside. Adebayo in the post. Good. He hits again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
For Washington, they've gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Pass to Riley. Here's Coulibaly. Misses the three. Miami has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Hero. Miami moving it around. Adebayo in the post. Sarr on him. The offensive rebound. Pass to Powell. And here's Adebayo. The three. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wizards.
Washington ball.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Jaquez.
Wiggins. Davion.
Washington trailing. Here's Coulibaly. Shoots over Powell. Hits the jump hook.
And it's been a thrilling matchup. Both teams giving their all.
Here's Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Good D by Sarr.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Shoots from 12. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Hits yet again. Wow!
And that score puts him even. A night I never thought we'd see.
Wow, and he's tied for the record point for point. One more score and he'll stand alone.
Yeah, 100 points, a mark that stood since 1962. But Wilt's record has been matched here tonight.
Here's Johnson. Adebayo with the rejection.
And that's what you can always count on from Bam. He is ready to turn away.
Another bucket. Wow.
I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
A record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
Yeah, and he's passed Wilt Chamberlain's legendary mark of 100 points. Oh my. That has stood since 1962.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Now Coulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young. Oh, Young. So tough at his size.
There it is. That is ice cold by Trae Young. huge bucket.
At the line for the Wizards, Trae Young, 1.
Free throw is good. Young.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Miami has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Adebayo is screen on Coulibaly. Here's Adebayo. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Well, Adebayo just stepped up at a critical point in this game. Tremendous amount of confidence.
And Young has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Adebayo. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
Washington trailing. Young. Oh, off target from downtown. And for Miami, they're shooting just about 57% in this fourth quarter. Here's Hero. Wiggins with a screen on Johnson. Now Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Adebayo in the post. Guarded by Sarr. Banks it home. Big shot.
Yeah, they need to get him the ball. Adebayo has a ton of big game experience.
Young with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Johnson fires. Rebounded by Adebayo. And the Heat shooting with some fire. 66% in this one. Adebayo sets a screen.
Well, when you look at the footwork and the physicality, Adebayo is a challenging matchup defensively.
Now at the line,
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Team foul number 4. Shooting for Washington, Trae Young, 2.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 5.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to hit all of them, but he was still able to chip away a little bit more in this lead.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. Penalty. At the line for the Wizards, Trae Young, 2.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Young. And they go to the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul. 2.
break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, Adebayo's showing you what a complete player he is. He gives you the athleticism defensively and on the glass, and then offensively, he's extremely productive as well.
Trey Young. 2.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Oh, money!
Yeah, he did it in France, and he'll do it here too. Sarr showing no hesitation being a rookie.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Now at the line, Davion Mitchell. 2.
We got this. We got this.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Time to turn up the heat with your very own Miami Heat Dancer.
Second difference between shot and game clock. Young cashes it in.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
Now at the line, Adebayo. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. So he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Young. 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Now Johnson lets loose for 3. Rebounded by Adebayo. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Strong. 5th personal foul. Penalty. Now at the line,
Two.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And he nails it. So it's Miami picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.